Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm like daily trying different times to scope. Hello. So, I am scoping at different times every day, and I'm really trying to kind of just see what the best time for engagement is. So, let's see how we do at lunchtime. How's everyone doing? Hi, guys. Hi. I woke up late today, guys, and I feel a little bad about it, but what can you do? So I had a little bit of time to jump on this scope with you guys, before I actually head to the gym, which is next. I'm gonna do legs today because yesterday I didn't really get a chance to do legs. So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Nadia Khalil. I'm a fitness and wellness coach, creator of the 14-Day Fat Shred Challenge, and I'm a mom of 2. I wanted to talk today about something that one of the people in my Facebook community group actually brought up, and I think it's such a great topic, and I actually get this question a lot, so I figured why not scope about it, right? Because a lot of us aren't sure if we should calorie count, if we should continue calorie counting, or even how to calorie count, right? So I'm going to actually share 5 tips with you. 5 tips which will actually have some good information as far as what and how to calorie count. So I'm going to share 5 tips with you that I think you should consider when deciding if this is something you should do or not. Okay? Now, this is the thing. These tips are super useful, and I know you probably know somebody who can use this information, so do me a favor. Tap the little guy in this little corner right here, the serious guy, and click share. So share this message and share this scope. I really appreciate it, and we're going to get started. Sorry if my voice sounds a little hoarse. I had kind of a rough night, but let's get started, okay, guys? So for the first tip I have that you should consider when deciding whether or not you should calorie count is this something you can do in the long run? Now, I'm a firm believer on setting up your mind in a way that allows you to commit to eating healthier and having it be something you want to do, not something you always feel you have to do. Sometimes we think in extremes. I mention this at least once every scope I do. I know I used to think in extremes. I used to always do extreme dieting or whatever extreme weight loss program, and it eventually turned me off. That was inevitable. It was a constant for me. So I want you to ask yourself, is this something you can do in the long run? If the answer to that question is no, and it's going to lead you to eventually get bored of doing this, and it's going to eventually lead to you not being interested in sustaining your healthy living goals any longer, if this is going to lead you to something that it used to lead me to, which is binge eating, because I was always hungry, then don't do it, guys. For that, just focus on eating clean foods and getting to know foods that are just healthier choices and maybe a little bit lower in calorie. That's my advice to you for tip number 1. So that's something very important that I think you should consider. Number 2 is if you have specific goals. Now, most of my clients, the ones that I work with one-on-one or the ones who have done my Fat Shred program, don't want to gain the weight back. Some of them have done a couple rounds of my Fat Shred program, and after that, they feel as though they hit a plateau, which always happens. You know, you can't always do the same thing and keep getting results. At some point, you're going to plateau. So if that's the case, or if you want to lose a specific amount of weight by a certain time, then calorie counting is something that you should definitely learn how to do. And it's a very, very serious question when considering whether or not you should do this. Calorie counting can truly help you in terms of clarity. That way you get a better idea of how much you should be eating, when you should be eating, and what you should be eating. It definitely is an eye-opener as far as realizing you were having way too many calories. That was an eye-opener for me. When I would track what I was eating, I would see that, oh my gosh, this is a lot more calories than I would have even imagined. So it's definitely an eye-opener for some of you. Sing work, work, work. Honestly, I don't even know what they're saying in half that song. I actually saw a meme this morning that was like so funny. It was like a bunch of letters, and then it just said work, 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 bunch of letters, dur, 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 dur. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about the Rihanna song. Anyways, So that's my second tip. And I'll go over these again at the end, okay? And at the end, I have some important information for you guys as far as all this calorie counting stuff. So stay tuned till the end. Don't leave me, okay? You go to MSU? No, I don't. Okay, third one. The third tip should be if you know what you're doing. Now, I want you to understand something. If you have no idea how to count calories and you're just looking, if you're doing this just to start, trust me guys, you can gain weight doing this. If you have no idea what you're doing, then reach out to myself or reach out to somebody who's a professional, or do some research on the internet. There's like everything available. If you don't like to read, go to YouTube, go to blogs. If you do like to read, pick up a book, find out exactly what the science is behind counting calories. Don't just do it just to do it. So that's something you should definitely consider, is whether or not you know what you're doing. Okay, which leads me to my next point, is number 4. If you don't know what you're doing, then you're not really focusing on the makeup of the calories. This is a big one, guys. This is a big one. This is literally the foundation for what I do with my one-on-one clients. The foundation, and it is mind-blowing. I have a lot of 9 out of 10 clients come to me and show me that it's good because the intention to eat healthier is there. The intention to reduce calories is there. However, the makeup of your calories has everything to do with your body, with your results, and with your weight loss goals. So I can give you a 100-calorie fat-free bar, but it's not going to have the nutrients and minerals your body needs in that 100 calories. You're so bubbly. Thanks. I didn't wake up like that. I woke up like confused. I had some weird dreams last night. I woke up, I was like, where am I? So it's a little disturbed this morning. So bear with me, guys. I'm doing my best. Okay, so the makeup of your calories. Now, I know there's some programs like Weight Watchers, which a lot of my clients have done, or whatever, like some program where you just count points and calories. But I could go to McDonald's and have 2,000 worth of calories, and that'll be the only thing I eat all day. But guess what? I'm staying within my calories. Or I could have 2,000 calories worth of whole, clean foods that improve my health and help me with my weight loss goals. So, hey everybody just joining, there's a big difference between the makeup of your calories. So that's why it's really important to stick to my tip number 3, which is to make sure you know what you're doing. You want quality results. You don't want results that are going to lead you to eventually gain the weight back. The more that you know about what you're doing, the more likely you are to stick to what you're doing. I hope that makes sense for some of you. Okay? And the last one is so my tip number 4 was to make sure that the makeup of your calories is clean foods. And number 5 is make sure you learn about the different macronutrient groups. Now, what's great is that in my programming, and even during my 5-day free fitness challenge that I have coming up, you will learn about this. There's 3 different macronutrient groups. You got your complex carbs, your proteins, and your fats. Now, a percentage of each should be making up your total calories, guys. So if my McDonald's example, if I'm having 2,000 calories worth of McDonald's, and that's all I eat all day, but that's how many calories I'm allowed to have for the day, then I'm not having enough of each macronutrient group. I'm not having my healthy fats. I'm not having my good proteins, and I'm not having my complex carbs. So that's something else you should consider when deciding whether or not you should get into calorie counting, is do you know about that, and are you getting enough of that, and do you know how much of each you should be getting if you have a specific goal in mind. I have a variety of clients, guys. I have your typical skinny girl who wants to put on weight, so we calorie count for her. I have my typical client who's done a couple rounds of my programming and then they plateau, so we reduce the calories and make it more specific for them, and they have a different amount of each macronutrient group. Now this person's goal is going to be different from my skinny girl who wants to put on weight. So the goals are always different. Therefore, the percentage of each macronutrient group is going to be different. Therefore, your calories will be different. So I want you to take it a step further, and remember, it's not just counting calories. Okay, guys? It's what are you putting in your body to make up those calories. And if you have no idea about any of that, and it's overwhelming for you, is there a specific app that we can track? Yes. Absolutely. I will get to that in a second. Just remind me. I totally forgot what I was saying, but it's okay because Tina, I love you. Okay, yes. If this is something you know that you're not going to be able to keep up with and out, then shoot me an email, coachnadiak@gmail. If you're interested in this, only if you're interested in this, and ask me. I will get back to you. So also just make sure it's something that you feel you can keep up with, because if you don't, then this is the thing, guys. If you start calorie counting and then you don't keep up with it, it's gonna be in the back of your mind always and forever, without a doubt. You're gonna start obsessing over all the things you start eating, and when you engage in your guilty pleasures, if you're not calorie counting, you already know how many calories most of what you're eating is, so it's gonna just throw you for a loop. Trust me, it happens all the time. Hey to everybody just jumping in. It happens all the time. It's inevitable, so just keep that in mind, okay? Now, Tina asked me, is there an app that you can use to track your calories? Absolutely. There's a lot of great ones. I'm only going to suggest one, because there's only really one that I've been familiar with and I've gotten to know. Therefore, if you ask me questions, I can answer them. But if you guys have other suggested apps, please type it in the comments below. I would love to hear that. I've used an app called MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is awesome. It's great if you're just starting out. It's super user-friendly. And the great thing about MyFitnessPal is, let's say I'm going to pretend this is not a cup. Let's say I have a chocolate bar that I bought at 7-Eleven. I can take MyFitnessPal and scan it. Sorry, guys. I can take MyFitnessPal and scan that barcode, and it pulls everything up. That's one. Two, I could be at Starbucks and I could order a skinny vanilla latte. I'll type that into my food, where I log my food, and it'll pull everything up. Isn't that freaking awesome? That is convenience at its finest. So again, that is an app you can try out. It's super user-friendly, but keep in mind, if you have specific goals, there's also a feature in the app that allows you to take it a step further with those specific goals that my clients and I have, and we can put in a certain percentage for each macronutrient group. I don't know what's going on here. I hope you guys found this information helpful. I hope you guys will do me the good deed for the day and share this message by swiping, clicking share, or getting this little guy here in the corner, the guy with no face, the serious guy. Tap him and share him. And I appreciate all of you tuning in. I'm looking forward to hearing from some of you. I've actually gotten a lot of responses from people on Periscope, and I'm loving it. So let's keep connecting with each other. I hope you all have a great day. Do not forget to sign up for my free 5-day challenge that's coming up. It's on my website, coachnadiak.com, and I hope you stay well and have a great day.